sort of don't know if I want it to be that high up or if I want it to be lower. Realistically, I could ignore that line and make it look more like she's just drinking from a solid cup from reverse, or I could remove the outer back line and just add this front one and be like, well, the drink's there. I actually wouldn't mind moving it down a tiny bit to that line. If I was to take this one, instead of the back on it, obviously I have the other layer turned on. Turn that one off. So if I was to do that instead, pretty much the outline at the back, I just want it to move down. I don't know if I can do that. Phoenix, are you sneezing in here? It's like my cat sneezing in here. I just heard like a sneeze in the background. I'm like, Azul's not sneezing. If I was to move it down like that, it even just wouldn't look as like messed up as high up as it was before. But we're supposed to be looking at it from the outer side, so it's probably supposed to be more like, if I brought you down. No, don't touch the fucking straw. Leave that where it is. If I brought that down a little bit more, like here. If I got rid of that front layer, it'd probably be fine. I should just flip it so that it's like a solid box over the top. See if I can do that. You. What do I want? You. Flip. One. Where'd you go? There. All right. Flip. Two. There we go. Go back. If it's actually like kind of equal, it should sit in here properly. Yeah, sort of. Actually looks a bit more correct because the thing, if it was rounded, you're right there, Azula. Fucking nearly fallen over trying to stand up. She probably had like a sleeping leg or something. I reckon if I put a bit more height on the top here, it's probably be right. I don't know what happened with the line there, but a part of this one, it is. Alright, that's fine. I could deal with that. It's gonna be real thick cup lines. It would have been because this would have been where the straw was. Back, try a new coffee place yesterday. Wasn't that bad, but a bit acidy type of taste. Ugh. It's always bad when you get like a acidic kind of like coffee. Like, I don't know if that's beans or if somebody's just like burning it. It's never nice. Let's go back to that. I don't know. Like, we had coffee out yesterday. I got something that was supposed to be like a super decadent fucking coffee. And I swear they fucked it up because it just seemed like the most regular coffee compared to what it was described as. And like, I don't know. It was warm. That's all I cared about. I was so cold. Like, as long as it's warming me up, I guess it's a coffee. It's doing its job. Alright, that's probably the shape I want for this thing. Probably more rounded on the bottom, but that's fine. I reckon. It's gotta not be kind of as rounded as that is. I don't know if I could take this out without fucking it up. Yeah, I can. Nice. Alright. And now the question is the underside. No, I can't fix up the underside. Maybe I can. A little bit. There we go. Alright, ain't perfect. I did order with 3 raw sugars, but it tastes like I didn't have any, so I added my own when I got home. Jeez. I went to make coffee tonight, and for some reason we were out of fucking sugar. And so Nick's like, oh, we've got like, what is it, caster sugar or some shit in the cupboard. Like worst case scenario, that's sugar. It's just not the sugar you want to be putting in your coffee kind of thing. I'm like, fine, I'll go get that. And for some fucking reason, the ants had like chewed a hole into packaging and had burrowed into the sugar. I'm like, you bastards. So I had to throw that out, which was really frustrating because it meant that I had I had a coffee without sugar. Sugar is sweet enough. Yeah, but I just wanted it to be a bit gentle on my stomach after yesterday's like excessive quantity of food. I just wanted it to be gentle. Whereas I'm on my 4th energy drink tonight. So I'm compensating with the sugar after the fact. Alright, that should be alright. I'm okay with the shape of that. I just gotta get her hands and shit. Which I didn't really put a lot of effort into drawing that. So I might have to freehand this shit a bit. Just like with the eye. Yeah. We'll see. Oh yeah, it's been kind of fun having some of my music visible on screen and stuff. Some of them got music videos, but one of them wasn't working earlier, which was a bit of a sort of sucked. So I was hoping it would. All right, so at least when I'm holding a drink, I have a very overly weirdly straight fucking thumb. And these should be, I don't know if it should go up that high. I said, fingers, not a fucking problem. Eyes, big fucking problem. My only thing is I wouldn't have all of my fingers on this. So I would say I'm either going to have like a little finger off like that, which is kind of funny to me, honestly, or kind of like just not quite on it, which is honestly kind of what I'd do. Oh, that ain't it. It sort of is. Sort of is, sort of isn't. Oh yeah, I'll be doing 7 Days to Die tomorrow instead of Diablo and PUBG on Friday. I'll be doing 7 Days to Die. Stitch fingers is the only type of fingers I can draw. I think that's what most people generally do draw. I have really dainty fingers, so whenever I draw hands and fingers and stuff, like I always have like really pointy, delicate ass fingers because that's what I've got. Like this shape is kind of correct. It's actually a little bit thinner than that for my natural fingers and stuff, but that's fine. I'm doing it for an emote, so it doesn't matter too much. Be more like that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've always had questions about this because people are like, oh, why are your fingers pointy? And it's like, because they are in real life. They come up to a point like this, and like if you got nails, like this bit here, if I took this down to like a 1, like it's too thick, but like there's a nail, right? Same with this kind of thing, it would be like that. So that's how I see it when I draw it. So that's why I draw it that way. I don't need to put nails on this, but fuck it, I'm doing it. Can I just cut the cup out from it? I'm gonna need to fix up this finger's width. But yeah, because like I've always drawn reference to my body. So for me, drawing hands and fingers hair, everything. God, this is quiet. Hold on. Let's get that louder. There we go. Yeah, it's always really, really simple for me because I just go look at a fucking mirror. And then I can kind of like piece it together and figure out where shit goes. Sort of like that, but not. This one's kind of going forward, so it's a bit difficult, but it's getting longer than the other finger. That's what the problem is. Yep. Yeah, what have you been up to, Grim? I kind of like, I figure I know, but I was like asking. That about there. And I have to turn this down as soon as this song is finished, because legit it's gonna go fucking loud. Let me take you down now. Okay. I already knew it was gonna go loud after this song. Yeah, earlier on I had to freehand an eyeball. And I'm like, well, an eye socket basically. And I'm like, I fucking hate freehanding eyes. They're so friggin' hard to me. But fingers, fucking easy. It's easy, generally speaking. Like that. That one I went up a little bit high on the nail, realistically. What I want is I need to fix up this corner for starters. To that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, probably because in all of my drawings and stuff like that, I've always had to some degree fingers, nails, like even feet aren't too difficult and stuff. Sort of want it like there. Not like that. There we go. It's basically the nail is up to about this point here. It's like right on the edge there. That one's like up there. But yeah, there we go. I don't need to have the nails there, but fuck it, I'm gonna draw them. There. That should be everything in lines, and I should be able to start coloring it now. Coloring is always super fast for me because I usually already have everything where I need it to be. Looks like I've got it all. Except for her pupils. I haven't identified where those are sitting yet. Like, I'm not fixing up where her hand's coming in from this because her hand realistically should be capping there. I don't really give a shit because the way I see it is if I was to crop this later, right, I'm taking it to the bottom of the cup. How high is that? I probably won't take it all the way up to there. Her hair will be, this will be rotated too, so that should be in the furthest corner and this will be in the furthest corner, right? So, not quite square, but when I rotate it, it will help me squish all this in. That's about square, right? So, kind of from my perspective, once I rotate this, it's not gonna, like, I can crop off the bottom of the cup and stuff. None of that will matter. Same with like the bottom of her hair, none of that matters. So it's only like the top of her head. So fine. So yeah, I just got to throw some pupils down in her eyes. Kind of just lightly throw them in there. So I got a kind of a reference. Not quite where I want them to be, but where's her eyes? What is this? Do I want to merge that in with the other line? Yeah, I guess I do, eh? I didn't realize I didn't merge her eyeball in. That's funny. That's awesome. I love that. Hide all that. You're laughing. All right. Yeah, so that's about where I think her arm would go. I had to draw a body to be able to figure out some of the logistics of her face. That's wild, but that's what I had to do. I also made a chest smaller for this because it's fine. Otherwise, we'll just have like this black mound coming out from behind her hand anyway. God, I love the fact that you guys can see my music now. It's so much better than just me laughing at it. A lot of these music, yeah, Lonely Island. Okay, so for anybody that's curious, Nick and I do have a song. Our song as a couple is I Just Had Sex by Lonely Island. That's the song that we have together. That's the first song that realistically like played that we noticed was playing as a couple. So it's one of those things where I can only imagine like playing that at like a family event or something. It's like, what the fuck is playing? And it's like, it's our song. And like everybody just dying. Oh man. Good song though. Deanna Box is your favorite. That's one of Nick's ones too. There's another one he likes. He likes Golden Chain, I think it is. I can't remember what it's called. Hold on. Let me just check my music folder. Not that one. I don't remember all their stuff off the top of my head. Move that. Music. What's my music? I have like every single CD I've ever owned and Nick's ever owned. We have on like saved to my computer. It's not that. I'm gonna assume it's in that folder. Yeah, Nick. Hit that. I love this shit. It's great. Oh, there we go. Okay, I've got 2 Lonely Island CDs. Nick likes Boombox, Dick in a Box. Ours is Just Had Sex. He likes the Jack Sparrow one. We both love Jizz in the Pants. That one's fucking hilarious. Nick really likes Like a Boss. I don't mind it. I don't know what he thinks of Mother Lover. I can't remember if he plays that much. He doesn't listen to Creep. We both like Diaper Money. That one's hilarious. You know, that wife pussy, you know. It's on lock. Can't even have it. It's just great. Let's see what else. Oh, he fucking loves Threw It on the Ground with like a goddamn passion. And I don't think he's listened to YOLO, but what's the other CD I've got? Oh, sorry, I've got fucking 4 CDs. I just had one folder with all of them. Give it a minute. I haven't clicked in here for months. I can't see that. I'm the boss. The song Had Me in Stitches. Yeah, I like it too. It's just like I love the videos they do. They're so good. I love the fact that like the guy now does like a whole heap of acting and shit, and nobody knows his weird ass past of music. It's great. We both like Go Kindergarten. That was the one that played just a moment ago. I've got a lot of their music. I'm not reading them all up. I'm just trying to see. Oh, Nick likes Perfect Saturday as well. Let's see. I think this one's got half of what I've already got on another CD. I'm not seeing any others that he specifically. Oh, No Homo is one he also likes too. I find that one funny. I don't listen to it much, but yeah, we've got. I think we've got 4 of their CDs. I think. Great Day. Yeah, that was in there. I don't remember it. So I might not have heard it because I heard a few of them. Nick kind of put a compilation on a CD for his car, and so that's where I started hearing a lot of it from. But we didn't copy it onto my computer for a long time. And then by then I'd kind of already got set with the few songs that I kept hearing all the time. So I don't know. I guess I was kind of set by the time we had the opportunity to listen to other ones. Oh, this one gets weird. Hold on. All right. Yeah. But yeah, I love the fact that you guys can see the same shit I watch now. It's great. Because some of them have got really good, what do you call it? Music videos. I had to legit remember what the fuck they're called for a minute there. I don't know how big I want this pupil to be, but I want it to be kind of sizable. I said I'm kind of, because her eye isn't the shape that I originally drew, I have to kind of wing this a little bit. Cup is empty. Jesus Christ, Grim, you smashed that. Dear God, man. Like, I got up at one point to refresh my drink because I was out of energy drinks. What's that? Oh, thanks, Methless. I actually just finished my energy drink out of my glass. So I'll move on to my drink bottle. I don't usually do this, but I might put my cup down on the ground. I have like a solid floor thing that I can sit my PC and a drink on. So I just don't want to get ants up here, and I know how much they love my energy drinks, so I'm not leaving an empty cup up here where they can get to it. You're awake? Nice. I figured earlier you may have been just like laying in bed and not really like able to hear me. I'm just gonna mute for a second so I can blow my nose. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Yeah, when I leant down to put my cup down on the little, like, I don't know what to call that, little rack thing. Anyway, when I did that, my nose just started running, and I'm like, oh, fuck's sake. It's not going to stop anytime soon, so I'll just deal with it. When the Undead Sevens come in handy. Yeah, it is. Now, this one's going to be fun to figure out how this side gets a pupil, because this is a completely freehand eyeball. So I've got to take her as a center focus. It'll be interesting. I don't usually freehand draw anything on the computer. As I've said before, I come from the era of like, I drew it, then I scanned it, and then I redrew it on the computer. That's kind of how I operate. So trying to figure out how to create something from nothing, it's really hard, but I don't have a choice with this eye. Kind of right. I'll see how that looks. It kind of looks right. Because, yeah, as I was saying earlier, I know you guys don't see what I see, but her focal point's about here. Okay? So realistically, that looks about right. This eye's off a little bit. I can work with it. Yeah, I have a constant awareness of that's where she's looking, but I know you guys can't see that because I don't have anything to suggest it. My only thing is, probably means I need to do something with this eyeball pupil. Maybe it's going to go out a bit. Let me skip that. Because otherwise they do a big chatty section. It's hard to think. I got better use for undead servants with prices gas these days. I prefer have them pull a cart to save gas. I thought you were going to say you'd prefer them to be like your personal chariot or something. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know if making this wider at the top here. Maybe. I wouldn't normally make her eye come into a point, but I am having a focal point inwards, so I need it not to be so... That kind of looks right. Honestly. That's still slightly off somehow. How? Maybe it's at the top. I feel like something's wrong with that side. Well, yeah, I figured earlier when you were here, Mirthless, I figured you probably couldn't hear, or like you had like really, really low volume and stuff. I think when you came in, I had music like really blasting too. Like, I've been trying to repair a song most of the night because I wanted to play a bunch of the Mystery Skulls music, but one of my songs is like it won't play the video properly. I don't know why. And I was trying to repair it before, but it won't do it. Now I reckon that's all it needs is this little bit up the top here. Maybe like that. Well, it's all good. I'll probably put that back on at some point. Like, where are we down in the playlist? Hold on. Not, or we might be halfway through the playlist. What we got coming up? I might take it back to start soon and play those couple of songs and come back. Yeah, no, her eyes look fine. There's just like some width here, maybe. Let's stuff it. Need another coffee. Embrace the cold. You gotta go and deal with that cold, Nick, to get that fucking hell. Lol, I called you Nick. That's hilarious. That sounds like something I would say to fucking Nick. Is just like, go deal with it. But he doesn't feel the cold. Just so you know. Like, because he had to travel south recently, like, on our anniversary yesterday, he was pretty much like, do you just want to wear my jumper? Because, like, I'm acclimatized to cold from, like, down south. And I'm like, if you're all right with it. And he's like, I'm not cold at all. I'm just wearing it. Like, I'm actually a bit warm. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll fucking take your jumper then. And it was so much better. I don't know if I made her eyes too huge, but it's fine. I feel like they are over pupilled. That's fine. Let's see if I can duplicate this and make him smaller and see how that looks. Stay where you are. It's good to have Nick around. Yeah, no, I was in 2 full winter outfits and I was still really cold. So I'm really glad that I could like nick his jumper. Let's see, you are what, left pupil? Okay, what I want to do is I want to see if I can make you smaller. What about that? And I think I turned off the other one before. Kind of like about there. No, there. God damn, I feel like I'm making, okay. So when you make I watch a lot of people crafting stuff, right? And one of the things I like watching is people making fursuits for furries and stuff, right? And one of the things you do is you indent the eye in a way that no matter which direction you're looking, it looks like it's looking in like your direction and stuff. And like, I feel like that's what I just did. And like, I know where I got this idea from. My brain. Oh my god. All right, let's see if I can fix up this one. Want they're not going to be the exact same size because I'm obviously not doing it scale to scale. Oops, I moved you just a tiny bit then. Yeah, I need you to switch on so I can see it. Where's my thing to adjust it? Oh god, it's the whole thing. All right, let's undo that. Let's, I don't know what you just did then, but you. Yeah, anchor it down. Is this going to be the entire screen again? Yeah, it is. Okay, so undo that. Give it its own layer. And what I want to do is I want to make this smaller. Something about that. That looks a bit goofy there. Need to get my emote back. Oh god, grim. Look, Keelan's already been in here licking my prawns, so I mean, it's not the worst you can do. I feel like if I took it to that height, I would need it to be like there or something. Like her eye is physically too big for it to be that size, I think. And that's making it smaller than the other eye, and it shouldn't be smaller. Hold on. Undo the crap out of you. Sort of strikes me as a bit wonky on it. Like there's too much eye forwards on that for it to work. Maybe that. Try that for a second. If I was to color in above this, I know it got blurry. All right. I feel like that's almost the same size as it was originally, but her focal point on that one's wrong now. It makes her look up, which I need her to look forwards. This one. Oh, I drew it on the other layer. That's funny. I can't undo you. So all I can do is make you a bit bigger. It's like that. Then there we go. All right. That doesn't look right, but it might be about the right size. See what it was before. Not much bigger. I forgot I'm making coffee. Go, go, go. I think they have to be bigger because when I tilt her, like she's looking out this way at the moment, right? Whereas I was trying to pull her eyes up more, but when I tilt her, she should still look like she's looking forwards, which should look right. So I'm going to leave that where it is. I don't know if any of these are assisting the look. That one is a little bit. Whoops, not that. Okay, one of these were. That one. I feel like that pulls it in too far though, but then the other one's pulled in a fair bit too. I'm gonna say no. Where'd they go? One's on, that one's on. Alright, I'm gonna leave them as they are, because I think that's about the right size. It looks right to me. I'm gonna get rid of these extra ones. Alright. So I don't mind that, and I can work with it. Especially since I'm not gonna have this entire thing. So now I just gotta figure out where my lines are going here. And I'm using just about everything. Turn that one off. Alright, so lines. What I want, save that. I want this to be like not quite a 1, about a 5. So this is sealed to that. When I start adding in colors and shit, like my only problem with this one is I don't want that connected, but the other one I just did's fine. Eyes, pupils need to be fixed up a little bit. All right, hold on. Let's bring in lines in general. Let's turn lines on low. No, low. So then I can see where these need to be drawn. Because yeah, I don't want it to have any kind of little gaps. It's gonna prevent this, like if it shifts a centimeter or an inch or fucking millimeters are what I want. If it shifts even the slightest bit, I want it to still be a solid line where it's supposed to be. Eyelashes are fine, turn that off. I have a line coming up here I'm not sure about. I might pull that off, that layer. Just up here, because I could see that not being picked up and not getting colored properly. All right. So this is the other fun thing too, is making sure that lines are clean when going through things. I actually tend to have like multiple different colored layers to check if there's like a pixel or something out of the way. I made honey wheat bix. Need a lot of energy for today. I imagine so, yeah. I'm guessing today's the day, Grim. Because yeah, I actually like honey wheat bix. I don't know about you, but when I used to be able to eat them, I used to have like, how many did I have? I used to have 3, I think. I used to have 3 wheat bix when I used to eat them. The funny thing was that when I started getting really sick, yeah, it is today. So when I started getting really, really sick with my Crohn's, the food that I was actually eating at the time was, what do you call it? I was having like a bowl of wheat bix, honey, and milk. And I didn't know I was lactose intolerant, and I didn't know I was gluten sensitive when my condition's in a flare up. So I was like, man, every time I eat, I feel so sick. Like every single time I eat, I would get really sick for hours after eating. It was like one of those like documentaries, you know, when like, oh, the mother's poisoning the kid or something like that. And they didn't know because like the kid only ever got sick after lunchtime, usually in the afternoon kind of thing. Yeah, it was like that. Except I was the person getting sick all the time and I just didn't know why I was getting sick. It just turned out that what I was actually eating actively at the time was half the problem. Which is kind of funny. It's not really funny, but to me it's a little bit amusing. I don't know if I want lines on these in that last spot that I put one on. I sort of do there. I'm going to need to seal that. You have 7. Jesus. I think at most, like my brother used to have 5. I feel like that was as many as he would eat. But he was also trying to, he was always trying to bulk up. So whenever he was eating a lot of Wheat Bix and stuff, it was usually that was why kind of thing. Whereas I can comfortably eat two and a half. These days I can only eat two. I really want to, and my Crohn's has got to be in a good place so it doesn't actually cause me problems. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be much of an issue when I eat it these days. My Crohn's is a lot better under control though, so I don't have to worry as much. I do need to get this in here too. I need her hairlines on light. Put that onto light. Take her body lines out of here. I'll have to separate her outfit layer too. I can do 10 if I crush them, but 7 just enough to fin the bowl. Jesus. So I don't know about you, but I like Wheat Bix when they're crispy. Yeah, have some water. So I like them when they're like really crispy and stuff. There we go. As soon as they start getting soggy, mushy, like I have to have a lot of like milk and honey and stuff to like really like drown it, to like deal with like the sludge texture of it. But that's just me. I have issues with the mush. Soggy spaz. I was gonna say, I'm like, if you're saying you can do like 10 Wheat Bix with it crushed, I'm like, you must be okay with the soggy. Because like the soggy is where I start like losing interest. Like eating cubey boogers. Jesus. Yeah. No, I basically once it starts becoming like some kind of like gelatinous stuff, I start questioning whether how much I want to eat it. I think this is going just outside of that line. Yeah, it is. All right, let's fix that up. I'm trying to keep it within the lines of the previous layer of hair so that it doesn't like bleed out when I paint it and stuff. That's all I'm trying to do. I need it to seal, basically. So that when I put color in here, it doesn't bleed out all over the place. Which is ironic naming considering this will be red. So, yeah. Not that. So, without going too deep into details, Grim, are you pretty much starting from like crack of dawn or like afternoon kind of stuff? Or like just all day? I know for me at least, I always started early in the morning. I always started early in the morning and didn't finish until like the following morning. But I was luckier with like timing and shit. I might be able to get rid of that little bump there. I don't know how I missed this earlier. Yeah, there. All right. Okay, so the ribbon's sealed, hair's sealed. I love when it looks like a sketch like this. It looks so cool to me. Okay, eyes, pupils, eyelashes. Her hair needs to come up. Her cup, straw, the top layer of the cup, hand, and kind of where the coloring is, but I shouldn't need that anymore. That can stay hidden. Let's call this hidden. Yeah. I pretty much start when there is light and don't stop until dusk. Jesus. Well, hopefully it's only the one day and you get to rest tomorrow. That's all I'm hoping. Alright, I should be able to start colouring this now. I'll probably have to bring that down a little bit too. Sure, but hate it. I do too. I like it, but there's some stuff in it that makes me hate it too. I still haven't given Rin the recommendation of anime and manga, and they're now no longer in hospital. I feel so fucking lazy for it too. I just dealing with the cold has been exhausting lately. Maybe that's not Australian. It's been cold as fuck, and that's been tiring. All right, so I'm gonna move that down underneath that now, and we can bring this down to bottom. Actually, fuck it. Let's leave the swatches on the top. I'm pretty sure this has got all the colors I need in it. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to use these ones. The funniest thing is I can compare it to my actual like on-screen avatar and be like, is this the same color? Because I'm pretty sure these three over here are her colors right here. It's like somebody dramatically just changes their hair color. It's like, okay, I guess I won't look at that anymore. But yeah, we have other colors and shit there. I'm going to change this one. I'm not a huge fan at the moment of hearing it. That's my program. All right. So basically, I want to start with skin, which is where skin. That color to begin with. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be darker, but I started using it that my shine is now my skin color and my shadows are my actual skin color. So I started doing it. Let me bring in one of my avatar things. Not my avatar itself, but bring in you. No, I need one of eyes open. I don't really have any. I don't have many emotes that have her eyes open, eh? So the funny thing is, I'm actually pretty sure I wanted one that has laughing. Was one that I wanted to bring in, but I just wanted to check this. Because, yeah, her skin color and stuff. Yeah, it's the other way around. Cool. All right. No worries. Yeah, I think it's Toradora or something is the anime we were talking about before. And it's one of those ones where it's like, it's really sweet, but they make it really sad at some points. Light blue eyes. I'm looking at Avatar. Yeah, no, my eyes and stuff are fine. The problem is a lot of my emotes that I've drawn do not have my eyes open. I have two that have my eyes open, and that is hold on. This one? I actually have three technically. I've got that, and then I've got I don't know if this is no, that's the one I think it is. I've got this and the other one that looks like that. So I don't really have the proper eyes drawn. So this would be like one of the first few ones that's got it. Find that show because I can never spell it. It is hold on, Grim. Where have I got that? I'm thinking in there. Hold on. Anime. It is. Yeah, that. Hold on. There you go. That's what it's called. I just remembered off the top of my head because whenever I watch an anime, I normally say the name of the anime as I click the anime to play the next episode. So I tend to remember it a lot easier because of that. All right, save that for outlines. No worries, Grim. You ever forget something like that, just describe the anime a bit and I'll see if I can remember it. I want this to be in the folder. Yeah, layer group. I want this to be skin. Hi, April. Welcome in. Skin colors. There we go. What are you up to? I'm just doing my monthly art stream tonight. I will take that. I'll copy that because I want this to be. I want to keep my outlines and stuff like that where they're supposed to be. Let's see how that goes. All right. So let's hide the ones that I don't need right this minute. We'll see how we go. 25 episodes. I swear it's longer than that. It should be. Hold on a second, Grim. Let me have a look. I just closed the folder a moment ago. It is, holy shit, that is F. Jesus, I don't know what I clicked on, but it fixed it up. I've got, what was the, I'm waiting for it to like load. Nick's been in my folders like fixing up layout and stuff so we can play it on the TV. So everything's a fucking mess. Let's see, 25 episodes plus, what are these? What's that file? Yeah, I think it's only 25. I thought there was like an OVA and some other stuff in it, but maybe not. So I had all my anime how I had it, and then Nick didn't like how I had it for how it displayed on the TV. So I let him at my folders, and I'm like, "You want to fix it, you fix it." And yeah, now I can't fucking understand my own folders of anime, which is a little bit frustrating, but whatever. I'll have to do her hands on a separate layer, but this will be fine. So what I want is I kind of want it to be, I've got eyes or something on this, don't I? All right. Either way, this is a copy, so colors. Skin. Not skink. Holy shit. I think I actually just spelled sink instead of skin. I fucking did it again. Jesus Christ, stop. Skin. Body. Body will go first, and then I'll do the layers up from there. All right. So main thing is I want to erase some shit off this layer. Yeah, I think the thing with anime just used to be a bit better with how it used to tell a story. So it used to get everything kind of said and done without having to have like 8 seasons and shit, you know? At least that's how I feel like it was. You're on fire tonight. What, with my fucking spelling? You got no idea, Grim. Like, I haven't been too bad with like my art, my lines and shit. That's been going good. Going nice. It's just like everything else. My ability to type, because don't forget, I also have a keyboard cover instead of a microphone stand, right? And it's all kind of like, oh shit, this one's got a loud bit on the back end of the song. Yeah, anyway, all of my keyboard and stuff, all of my peripherals, everything's like rearranged for art streams. So I like legit am just, yeah, everything's in the way. I want to kind of fix up where the lines are and shit on this, and then I'll divide up what I need out of it. Because I don't need all of these lines like this crap. And I don't need this here. So I've found it much, much easier over time to just, I'll probably leave that one up there because I don't know how high up this I want. Actually, fuck it. I've found it a lot easier to kind of just leave shit where it is and work with it that way. Like, make all the lines, get rid of the lines, color it in. I'm aware that there's easier ways to do it. This is how I draw. So, a little bit slower. Kind of want to get rid of where this is too. All right, that should be good enough, and I can work with this on a few different layers. So what I want is duplicate that, turn that one off. I am going to need to see where this is, at least for her chin. And what I want to do is dump her skin color in here. Whoops. Did I not seal that or something? Hold on. Hold the fuck on. What just happened? What is not sealed? No, that should be in there. Did it not duplicate it properly? No, it's fine. Where's the gap? Where's the gap? Hold on. I put it in here. The only thing I can think of is like there, but that's not a gap. All right, fuck it. No, it's selecting the whole thing, so something's not right. What I want, add this section. Is that adding everything? Should not be. Let's try it again. Let's see how this shit goes. Alright. Better. At least something. Okay. I don't know what I clicked on before, but I guess I fucked up something. Or I might have just been on a layer I didn't realize I was holding on to. Stop, Phoenix. Here's my cat for anybody that doesn't know. He's just chilling on the seat beside me, and for some reason he's woken up dramatically, so I don't know. Cat business, I guess. I sort of kind of want to cut it off at about here with where her ear is. Kind of take her skin layer up to there. I'll tell you what, I'm doing this a little bit better than I have in the past, because usually I just do the whole fucking thing and then I realize that I need to have, like, the body and shit separated and stuff. Like, through here I need... got it on that. Probably didn't want to go outside of lines like that, but whatever. Yeah. I realized I could just put it all in front of it, but I need her face to kind of be in front of that for the layering of the drink thing. I figure it's just going to make it easier for that. You, I need you to not have this whole bottom section. Do I want to keep this for any reason? Yes. Later for outfits. Let's duplicate it. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I won't need this again, and then I come back to it later. I'm like, oh shit, yes I do. Actually, I guess I'm just looking at it now and I'm like, it's not gonna matter if where this is, I don't think, because I would have to pull face layer up higher. I could do that. I could just do skin, body, like outfit, stuff like that, and not have this in a layer thing. That would work. All right, fuck it. I'm iffy. Whatever. I'll just do it. So, also I was thinking of doing was initially having like her arms and her body and torso and stuff, where she's going to have like clothes and stuff, having its own layer for like arms and stuff, because in here it doesn't actually need to have skin tone. Her arms just do. Yeah, I should fix up. I know what I want to do with it. I'm gonna take it down to here. In fact, found my wallet yesterday. I lost it 3 months ago. Couldn't find it. It turns out it was in deep freeze. Did you like just drop it in there, or was that just like, I don't know. I can only imagine that you've accidentally dropped it in there. I'm gonna get rid of this from this layer. I'm gonna make this all her like head top layer. The only thing is I could get rid of this. The reason why I want to do it as like a bulk layer is when I move it, it kind of, what do you call it? I don't have to worry about where the clothes line up exactly. It doesn't help that much, but it does help a little bit. I dropped it. I mean, cash, but it's a bit silly. I figured you were going to make a fucking joke, Grim. I'm like, you cannot help yourself. Like, I was waiting this whole time. I'm like, oh, he's not going to make a joke. That's really weird of Grim. I can't do that bit yet. Hold on. I want to do... I need her fringe to kind of come up a bit tall. It's not going to show, but I'd rather it be there than it not be there. Alright. Should be fine. Let me just dump it in here. There we go. My only problem is whatever's in this top corner here. Okay. Yeah. So if I was to remove that, now she's got that separated. I don't have to worry about that now, which is good. And I'm not too worried about this, but I do want to fix that a little bit there up. Like that. Because when I bring in her hair and stuff, it's probably going to matter. So that's basically a copy of lines. The labs. So what I want, actually, give me this. I want this to be skin face. So I normally wouldn't separate it to, oh, it's inside of it. It's fine. Base layers. Let's do it like that. I never normally do this, but let's do this. Give base layers and stuff its own thing. Skin. Go with body. I said I've been evolving with this shit over time. What I want is face, body. This would be a shirt, so that would come back down in here. This isn't going to be skin. This is going to be shirt. The only other thing too is I don't have a star drawn on her shirt, so we'll maybe wing that. Shirt color. But I need you. Give me that. There we go. So what I want is we've got to that, and I think that's because this is covering it. So this is going to be a bit fun. I don't want it to actually crop down into here. Let's see. Yeah. I want this to go. The only other thing I could need this for is the outlines inverted. About it. So what I'll do is I'll clean this up. I'll get her arms cut off out of it properly, and then I'll work out the what I basically want to do is take some lines down here. I know I've got this already basically drawn on another layer pretty well. Do I have that on just skin? I do, don't I? All right, what I want is, yeah, sure. Copy that shit. All right. What I want. I figured it was easier just doing that. I have to get rid of this top bit up here too. You know, I'm glad you found your wallet, Grim. I know I basically my brain crapped out before, but yeah. It's good that you found it. I didn't know it was missing. It's one of those weird things. I would be freaking out beyond it if I lost my wallet. But then again, I would be more so like, where did I lose it in the house? Because that's realistically for me the only place it could be. There is a bit of skin body layer up here I don't want. You doing, Phoenix? Yeah, I definitely want those lines where they are. I just don't need these lines out here, basically. Doesn't really matter for this side because it's going to be black anyway. But it still matters because it's easier for me to deal with later. I don't need the arm lines of over here. I'll have to fix that up. I do need is the arm lines of this going down further. I don't think they'll be in the image, but I'd rather them just be there. That's about as close as I'm going to get to that. The fuck? What the hell? I have to, but you can chuck on Nightcore villain version. I'm pretty sure. There's that horse looking on top. Oh god, Grim. Maybe still going nice. Yeah, Artstream tends to go for 4 to 10 hours. And I can do that, Grim. Never had anybody actually request me to put music on before. I wasn't too far back. I don't think I've got Nightcore's villain. I've got KDA's villain. Hold on. Where is it? Yeah, I've got KDA's villain, Grim. If I do Nightcore's villain, I would have to run it through Internet Explorer or whatever fucking is Chrome. I hope your appointment went well, Shadow. Just let me know, Grim. Are you okay with KDA's one, or do you want me to specifically do it? It's fine. Alright. Let's throw that on. I'm surprised